Going live on a few things. Excuse me, bear with me. Alright, I'm getting excuse me. You know what, I might do this as well. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. Alrighty. Hey there, Talk Royalty family. It's me, Love. Doing another live podcast. Just one of the segments that we have in one of the bigger topics of the many topics that we do actually talk about. So I want to jump right into it. I've been seeing some crazy shit lately. Wow. I don't even know where to begin. I've been seeing some things going around that have really irritated my soul. First off, I seen this little thing. It's a baby mama blast. I'll read it off here. The baby mama blast her baby daddy for giving their child 1 week of new school clothes for school. Here's what she said. I asked my baby daddy if he would assist with school for our 7-year-old, and this is what he brought. Am I ungrateful? Excuse me. Because I feel like this ain't enough. He got him 1 pair of shoes, 1 pack of socks, 4 pairs of pants, and 5 shirts. Okay. Here's the thing. You got baby daddies out here not doing shit for their kids. I wouldn't care if all he could do was get him a pair of shoes, some socks, and hell, the shirts. You know, maybe he couldn't find no pants. Okay, yeah, understandable. Maybe he didn't have enough money. Yeah, okay, understandable. But the thing is, he is providing for the child. Like, seriously, what's the problem with that? I mean, a lot of you parents, I'm not even gonna say mothers because it is fathers as well, who do, you know, take care of the kids more than full time, you know, a little more than the other parent. I get that the parent that has them, you know, the majority of the time may do more throughout the year. But you gotta understand, you know, that other parent, their situation may not be as good as yours. I mean, honestly, it may look like that on the outside, because I know a lot of people these days, they like to flex. I don't know if y'all still use that word, but that's as close as I'm gonna get it to what I'm trying to say right now. Yeah, a lot of y'all do flex for the gram, Facebook, you know, whatever else y'all use, Snapchat. And, you know, it may look like y'all doing good, and honestly, I don't know. He could be borrowing, or she could be borrowing some of their people's stuff. I know, we don't know. You know, now if they're being selfish, you know, that's something different. But 9 times out of 10, if the parent, you know, the absent parent is going to buy that child or the children, you know, anything for school, I'm sure they're going to get what they can get. A lot of times, most parents won't even fucking do that. They won't do shit. They won't get them anything. Won't even get a book bag. Won't even get them school supplies. So, the thing is, I don't care if he's buying a week's worth of clothes. He can buy that week worth of clothes now and then another month or so down the line, buy some more. And kind of keep it going like that. I mean, is that such a bad thing? Do you just have to buy your child this enormous amount of clothing and things for school? I mean, it's not that deep because they're gonna grow out of it anyway in a few months. So I can understand, why somebody just wouldn't just ball all out. There's just no reason for this instance, this mother to, feel, or not even gonna say feel, be ungrateful. Cause he couldn't have got the child anything. He could have been that type of motherfucker, So the ungratefulness, and I've seen it time and time again. And I'm not even gonna get to get into the child support thing, and buying kids school supplies and all that. I'm not gonna get into that right now. That's for another day. But why? I mean, I just don't understand. Why is it so bad? Why is it so bad for these part-time parents to just try to get them what they can? It's just crazy. It's crazy to me. And that shit really rubbed me the wrong way about, her being ungrateful. And it's not just her, it's a lot of, I see a lot of mothers do it a whole lot, and it just disgusts me. I'm not a woman hater or anything like that, but, I understand men and I understand women. I understand boys, I understand girls. Because, I just that type of person where I'm taking that time to try to understand everybody. That's just me. So, I don't get it. Just be grateful. Be grateful and be thankful. I mean, that's all you could really ask. Just be grateful and thankful. Another thing I wanted to discuss, this little thing going around as well. It's going around. It's about before I try to read it all, the ex-husband bought the son a car to get around, and the mother let the new husband drive the car, and the little boy got shredded. So ex-husband called me fussing at me. He recently bought our son a brand new Benz for his birthday. It was a Benz at that. And as a graduation present, my husband had to get to work, so I told him to take my son's car. This is the new husband. I told him to take my son's car because I had a couple of things to take care of and needed the Altima today. He ended up dropping my son off at practice and told him to call me when he was done with practice so I can go pick him up. I overslept. Missed my son's call to come and pick him up. My son called his dad, but his dad was out of town, so he ended up taking a city bus. This man called me fussing, saying I bought the car for my son, not for some grown-ass man. I didn't like my son taking a bus. This is why I got him a car, paying the insurance and the car payments. I hung up on his ass. Am I wrong for letting my current husband use my son's car? Bruh, I'm a woman and I know myself. I wouldn't dare do no shit like that. That shit don't even sound right. For one, I'm not gonna tell my new husband to take my son's car, for one, so my son can go to practice. He can drop him off and then I'll pick him up. No, honey. No. You get your ass up and you drop your husband off at work, and then you go do what you gotta do. That way you don't have to, worry about oversleeping during the day and missing your son's phone call for, you to come and pick him up. None of that shit ever went into play from the jump. It's so much wrong with that. I mean, we've had this discussion for days because It's just fucking crazy. There was a lot that she could have avoided to, get yelled at. Because honestly, if I was her ex-husband, I'd have been yelling at her ass too. I'd have called, cussed her out. I would have texted her. I would have did a pop-up. I would have did a lot of shit. I would have called and got report the motherfucking car stolen, like dead ass. What if he got pulled? What if her new husband got pulled over or wrecked the car? His daddy could have reported it stolen, for one. 2, he's not on the fucking insurance. 3, when they call daddy, he gonna want to know what the fuck was, your husband doing driving my son's car. The car, again, that I'm paying the insurance on and the payments. See, that's where she fucked up. She fucked up by letting her husband take the car, and she fucked up by taking her son's car away from the jump. She fucked up by not getting her ass up, taking her husband to work so that her son can go to practice in his brand new Benz that his daddy is paying for. She fucked up. She fucked up. She fucked up. 100%. I can give you probably 100 different scenarios to tell you how she fucked up and how shit could have went wrong. Because I damn sure know if I let my new husband drive, I got a teenage son, if I let my new husband drive my son's car and he calls his daddy, mama ain't answer her phone, blue got my car and mama was supposed to pick me up, now she ain't answering, I just had to take the bus. Oh man, all hell is fucking breaking loose on me. And I know I'm gonna have to fucking hear it. So I don't know what she was expecting him to say. How was she expecting him to feel? I'm not understanding her ass. I don't think she's understanding her. So yeah, she fucked up in a lot of ways. One more thing that did trip me out. Read this crazy ass story, little question. The question was, can you repair a relationship if she slept with your daddy, which is her father-in-law, and your brother at the same time? So she pretty much had a threesome. Excuse me. Your wife had a threesome with your daddy and your brother at the same time. Of course. What the fuck is there to fix? There's no fucking bouncing back from that shit. What is there to fix? I'm dying to know. What is there to fix? I'd be worried about catching 3 murder charges. What is there to fix? Absolutely nothing. I can't believe somebody was dumb enough to ask that fucking... I can't believe somebody was dumb enough to ask that question. Like, honestly. If you know your wife did this to you and you even second guessed about staying or trying to fix it or trying to make it work, whatever, whoo, bruh. Something wrong. Something is really wrong with you. You shouldn't even be wanting advice on that. I wouldn't even ask nobody that. I honestly wouldn't. That just makes no sense at all. So that is a short segment from one of our topics that will, of course, be rediscussed live again with our co-hosts and our guests. Thank you for listening. Grind together, rise together, win together. I love you, Royalty family.